Episode 309. Tonight we discuss Florida, Russia, or Phillipsburg, my new favorite game. March comfy couch reviews, another mini console, E3 is coming to town, diarrhea and questions, and beer. Oh, I didn't think of Santa's coming to town until after I was halfway through that sentence. Damn. E3 is coming to town.
There you go.
Ah, that's harsh. All that is the intro.
Yeah, okay. Which plant seed should this bullet poop?
Ferns.
Him.
The manhood flying out of my mouth.
Reach in at your own risk. This is the Loaded Couch.
And we're back with episode 309 of the Loaded Couch, and I'm the man who loves that Space Plans has time for the cast. Shots fired at a pigeon across the brow.
Who's better than you? Me.
Scotchhound.
And Space Plane.
That's right. All right, today right into our pregame Diarrhea of the Mouth, or what's happening in Florida is now our very own quiz show. Is it Florida, Russia, or Phillipsburg? So, all right, again, we test Dan and our listeners to see what is what. So, okay, first story comes from circa 2018. A man was arrested after he stole an armored vehicle, a tank-like vehicle with tracks and stuff, crashed into a storefront where he exited the vehicle and proceeded to steal a bottle of wine. It was noted that the man was bored, stole the tracked vehicle while drunk, was unable to drive the vehicle from lack of knowledge, crushed a parked car, and then crashed. He was later arrested in possession of the stolen bottle of wine. No, the store was not licensed to sell alcohol.
That's it? That's all he got arrested for? Is the possession of the stolen bottle of wine, not driving a tank through?
No, he was arrested in possession of, not for possession of.
Oh, in and for. Two different words. Got it. In possession. Got it. It's like that guy that was on court for allegedly stealing a Miami's Dolphin jersey and showed up to court in said Miami's Dolphins jersey.
Oh my God.
Okay, so the tank makes me think Russia. That's where my mind goes.
Russia.
So I'm going Russia, number one. Yep.
Okay. These answers must be in from last week. Okay, so you have Russia as number one.
I like Russia. Yep.
Okay. All right, so the second one is news article from circa 2016. We have clown sightings are sweeping the world. And in one location, police report 4 separate incidences where clowns were spotted and reported. One report notes a child being chased by 3 people who jumped out of the woods dressed as clowns. And a second incident was reported that a single clown was spotted walking through the streets carrying a machete or a bat. But the clown was never caught.
Ooh, was this around the same time that It came back? The re-release of It came out?
It might have been the first one.
I remember these clown things.
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it might have been around when the first It came out, yeah.
I'm going to say Phillipsburg for this one because I feel like that's familiar. And because the article calls it the woods, and I feel like that might be a New Jersey phrase instead of like, I don't even know if there are woods in Florida.
Okay. Well, just so you know, I did add in my own type of language to them, so it kind of makes them vague enough that it's not giving you. Yes, it's my summary of the article.
I'm still going Phillipsburg.
Okay. And then the last one is a man age 61 was charged with a breach of peace, misusing emergency services like a 911, and resisting an officer without violence. The man was reported as threatening his turtle army will destroy the public, disrupting a police station, and cursing at convenience stores customers.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with that being Florida. I think that makes sense. That sounds like something what happened down there.
Okay. Well, just so you know, you are 100% correct this week. Very good.
Yes, home run! Woo! Took me 3 episodes, but I got it.
That's right. Yeah, the tracked vehicle being stolen. It said it was from a driving education center or something like that, which was. Or like, a driving test center or something like that. I'm like, who keeps an army tank at a driving test center? But then I'm like, oh, it's in Russia. It's near like some army base. I'm like, okay.
Russians do. Right. There was a chance that one was Florida, but I don't know. In my gut, I was envisioning this scenario as you're reading the story, and I figured Yuri came out of the tank with his vodka, stole some wine. He didn't have a shirt on. He's very muscular.
That's right.
That was the story. As you were reading it, that was the picture I was painting in my mind.
Oh my God! I think Nicole was just telling me last night that supposedly in Russia, Vladimir Putin was just voted Russia's sexiest man again.
Again? Oh man, he's crushing it. He's so handsome. Huge wiener.
Huge wiener. Nice. All right,
Cool.
beer mash.
Oh, first time.
Yeah, well, batting 1,000 for that one. Okay, beer mash. What are you drinking?
I got SunKissed Citra from Jersey Girl Brewing Company. It's naturally an IPA. They're from Hackettstown, New Jersey. It's dark orange in color and 5.5%. It's a tall boy.
Ooh,
Or tall girl, I suppose. What do you got?
Pint can or?
Pint. Yep, pint
okay.
can.
I have the Super 8 from Dogfish Head. It's a Goss or a Super Goss. Goss. It's from Milton, Delaware. It's in a purple can and it's 5.3% alcohol.
Okay.
All right. In beer news, here are the 30 most popular beers at each MLB ballpark per vinepair.com.
Okay.
All right. Phillies is Cloud Walker from Victory Brewing.
Ooh, I've had that. That's really good.
Okay. The Brewers is Happy Place from Third Space Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Fenway Park is the 617 from Lord Hobo Brewing.
Okay.
The Nationals is Diamonds Are Forever from 3 Star Brewing. White Sox is Everyday Hero from Revolution Brewing. City Field. Where's City Field at?
That's Mets.
That's
That's
right.
in I don't know. So
It's over by
Queens, I
Newark.
guess.
Queens. Oh, that's a good place
I think
to
it's
find a
in
wife.
Queens.
So Henry Hops by McKellar Brewing. The Mariners, which are out of
Seattle.
very good, is Citrus Mistress. It's a Hop Valley brewery beer or brewing beer. The Pirates is
Icy Light.
Icy Light. Yeah, that's right. From Pittsburgh Brewing Company. The
Okay.
Orioles or Orals, as my
Girls.
my related brother-in-law from Maryland says.
Oh, yeah?
It's all
Girls.
instead of oil.
It's just like a mix of letters. There's not really one or two
Orals.
distinct letters. They're just mushed together.
So it's Steady Eddie from Union Craft Brewery. The Indians is Miller Lite
Well,
from Miller
I don't
Brewing
think they're
Company.
the Indians anymore. I think they have to change their name.
Ooh,
We'll have to update our list.
that's right. All right, Twins is Next Coast from Goose Island. The Padres is Swinging Friar Ale from Ballast Point. The Yanks is the NY Pinstripe Pills from Blue
I've had
Point.
it. It's not that good.
So-
It's not that good.
The Reds is the Big Hazy from Christian Moorline Brewing. The Rockies
Okay.
is the Citrus Mistress again from Hop Valley.
Oh, also is it twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one actually gets a few.
Yeah.
Cardinals is Bud from Anheuser-Busch.
Well, isn't that where Anheuser-Busch is? Aren't they in St. Louis?
Yes.
Isn't that their headquarters?
Uh,
There, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
And then Braves is Luau Crunkles from Terrapin
Really?
Beer Company. Yep. The Rangers is Hopadillo from Carback Brewing.
Can you say that in your best George W. voice? Habdil.
Hopadillo.
We got Habdil. Give it two of them cold Habdils.
all these people love the Hopadillos around here watching the games.
I think he owned the Rangers for at least a while, right? I don't know if he still has vested interest in them, but I think he was.
I think he did
Rangers
for a while.
owner.
Right. Cubbies is Old Style from Pabst Brewing. Astros
Alright.
is Crawford Bach from Carbatch Brew. The Giants is
there
Giants
she
out
is.
of-
San Francisco.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Citrus Mistress again from Hop Valley. Yep. The Oakland Athletics is Mind Haze from Firestone Walker.
I almost drank that tonight.
Oh.
Go Ace.
Tigers is Two Hearted Ale from Bell's. The Royals is Space Camper Cosmic from Boulevard.
I've had that.
Dodgers is Dodgers Blonde from Golden Road Brew, and I think it was actually blonde with an E. I just misspelled it.
Guarantee that tastes like crap. They're the only team that has one named after the team. That's
no, because the the Yanks did too. They had the NY Pinstripe, right? Pills.
Yeah, it tastes like crap.
Right.
Yep. So
Another one.
team named beers terrible.
Tastes like poop. I gotcha. All right, the Diamondbacks had Moon Juice from Santan Brewing.
Okay,
The Blue Jays had Budweiser from Anheuser-Busch.
that's surprising.
That's what I thought too. Angels had the Hazy IPA from St. Archer.
Ooh.
The Bay Rays had the, I think it's Ja Alai or J
Yeah,
Alai
I've had that. Yep,
from
it's
Cigar
weird.
City.
It's like that. It's that game where they would whip a rock
High
1,000 miles an hour at your head.
Gotcha.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then the Marlins had Estrella Jalisco from Grupo Modelo.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's some good stadiums I should visit here.
Right.
Especially, I got to try the Citrus Mistress.
I know. Yeah. What, four stadiums had that as their?
Yeah, that was by far the winner.
Right. Something we'll have to reach out and see what we can find. All right, moving on. Budweiser is now Utah's official state beer. Okay, I really don't know how official it is. But Bud announced its launch of a, quote, specialty design Budweiser bottle only sold in Utah.
Oh.
And advertises with typical Utahn statements like, holy shiz, oh my heck, frickin' yeah, or frick yeah, and
Those
more.
Mormons.
Exactly.
So holier than thou.
That's right. And more will be placed around Utah in an effort to advertise Bud's, quote, purchase a swear, end quote, campaign in support of Utah Clean Water Partnership, looking to clean up local waterways.
All right, at least it's a good cause.
Right. And then also to wrap up part of this purchase of swear, Bud is offering the opportunity to swear, this is quote, swear, sip, and ski, end quote, where a lucky sweepstakes winner and his or her friend will get a helicopter ride to the top of a Utah mountain to scream swear words to their heart's delight.
Kind of sounds fun, especially if it's Lake Tahoe is in Utah, right? Or is that in California? I think Tahoe's in Utah. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it
was supposed to be beautiful.
It's over. Yeah, I mean the two of them touch, don't they?
Which one? Utah and California?
Yeah, the edge of California.
Yeah, let's see. Where is Lake Tahoe?
But are you interested?
To get a helicopter ride at the top of the mountain and scream my head off?
Yeah.
Does kind of sound fun.
And then ski down?
And then ski down? That does sound like fuck!
Holy heck! Or holy shiz.
What the heck?
Oh my heck.
What the heck, and Frank?
Yeah, you can frick you all you want down that hill. All right. Well, if you are interested, I think you have it. It was running until I want to say August something, I think. But you can go to www.budweiser.com/giveaways, or is that /giveaways, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you're right. Lake Tahoe crosses the border, so it's in both California and Utah.
Okay. I knew it.
It's a big lake. It's a big lake. Depends on where you go.
Yeah. But I thought the mountain ranges were right there on the two.
Oh, wait. I lied. It's in Nevada, not Utah.
Damn it.
Utah. No, Nevada and California border. Utah and Nevada border.
Oh, okay.
Whoops.
Wait, oh, that's right. Nevada's between. It's got that edge cut that's in the side of it. I got it. Okay.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, down at the little bottom is where Vegas is.
Right.
So California, Nevada, Utah.
Okay.
Salt Lake is in Utah.
Yes.
Lake Tahoe is in Nevada and California, depending on where you stay.
Okay. I was way off.
Yeah, I said you were right, so I'm just as guilty.
All right, Comfy Couch Review. The movie that we had to watch was Dan's selection, and it was Bigge. I got a story to tell, so go ahead with your review.
Yeah. Well, it was all right. It sounded better on the surface a month ago. It was like, oh, sweet, a movie about a story. But honestly, I think if you just listen to his songs, like basically if you just listen to Juicy, you'll kind of get the whole story that was in the movie anyway. And they put some footage behind it. I found it a little strange that in the mid-90s they were just constantly filming.
Right.
That was just. I mean, I guess that concept was ahead of the times.
Sure.
You didn't see people walking around with cameras all the time back then, like you do now. I mean, literally every person on the planet has a camera in their pocket all the time.
Yeah. When I went skiing, everybody had like a GoPro on their head. It was weird.
Yeah. They're all filming. Like nobody really wants to see that.
Right.
Take one nice picture. I want to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Show me you on the mountain having fun. That's good. Okay, cool. I'm jealous. You got me. The movie was okay. I thought it was a lot more about the other people. It seemed to be more of the other people's stories, I thought, than necessarily about Bigge's story.
The people who were uplifted kind of by his success.
Well, sort of. Like there was a couple of friends and they were like, it wasn't really, I didn't really think it was like a remembrance piece. It was more, and there was definitely parts of it where they were remembering him and definitely parts of him of how, like once he achieved success, like he really did take care of like his little crew that he had there. And it seemed like he got money. So we all made it. Right. So it was, it's nice that he had that community there, but things were definitely rough between just, it was only him and his mother and they were in New York in some tiny apartment, and I don't know, it seemed like he was alone a lot. So he found a community, which was fine. But I don't know. The movie was fine. I think it was more interesting to listen to the songs to get his story than to watch the actual movie.
Okay.
What'd you think?
I said nay on it. I said it was interesting for the background info about Bigge, and the storytelling was good too. But it didn't answer anything, and it really didn't offer up much more than media and music channels, stations, songs, etc. covered after his death or during his life and stuff, especially with the music. I said not a complete waste of time, but definitely not a need to see type of thing for me.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was expecting. But...
I was not expecting him to be Jamaican.
Yeah,
that was a surprise.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that was kind of cool to see. I didn't know where his mother originated from.
Right,
but Jamaica is that answer.
Yeah, that was surprising. But and then our last was Pigeon. I have him down as owing $30 because he couldn't be bothered to show up and talk about it.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I think there's Corona tax on top of that too.
Anyway, so all right, so our selection from last week for the picker for the movie of the month was Pigeon Pegleg, and he chose two movies, of course, because he gave us an either selection. We can either watch Cooties, or we can watch Coming to America 2, both on Amazon Prime, he said.
All right. Could
Well,
just make a choice, single choice.
I know, not just one. It's got to give it two. Options, always options. All right, on that note, let's take a break, and we're back with Let's Talk Games.
All right.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
If you like me and would like to follow me on Twitter, at Pigeon Pegleg, and also on Twitch, Pigeon Pegleg. Pigeon Pegleg.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound.
Let's
talk games. I'm gonna make a little song for that too.
Please do.
I owe you. I owe some music, some tunes.
I owe myself some more drinking.
Here's some music. This one says creepy music box. Let's talk games.
Yeah. I was like, let's listen to the
face.
creepy music box. All right. So you're still drinking.
Yeah, I still got my SunKissed Citra from Jersey Girl. How about you?
And I got my Super 8 from Dogfish. All right, games. What'd you play this past week? Go.
I played a little bit of Animal Crossing New Horizon, and I actually played a little bit. It was Bunny Day, so I went to see the bunny.
Okay.
I was trying to run around to find all the eggs, but I was missing the water eggs. Because I went diving for them and I couldn't find any. Like I pulled up so much sea creatures.
Right.
I was like, come on, there's got to be one in here. But then I went and talked to the bunny again, and he said you got to fish.
Oh.
So I was all right. Let's try fishing. So I tried fishing, and I still couldn't catch any. So then it was with the time that we were playing, it was getting close to the girls' bedtime. So I was like, I don't know what to do. It's bedtime, and then I just never went back. So I didn't see the bunny, and I had a whole bunch of eggs from last year that I realized that I was storing. So I guess I have even more to store for next year.
Yes. All right.
Right. I got a ton, but I still don't have any water eggs. I don't know how to get them because I fished and I did deep sea diving. I was like Jacques Cousteau out there, but I couldn't find any.
Okay.
So I played some of that.
But at least you're given the opportunity that there's going to be another year's worth of play for you. So yes.
Yeah, I'll have to tune back in next bunny day. Oh, my hair will be all total mess.
That's right. Oh my
By the
God.
time I get there. So I played some Outer Wilds, which we'll get to in a little bit, and then I started to play. I think it's called Outriders. I'm pretty sure it's the brand new, released straight to Game Pass.
Okay.
And it's pretty cool. It's like a shooter looter type game, and there's 4 different classes you could choose from. Once you choose one, you're stuck with it. The beginning was a little bit slow, and it seemed to be like they were having a little bit of connection issues at first. I was playing with Omega, so we kind of were getting a little frustrated because it took us like a good 10 minutes just to be able to join, because there was a big giant invite a friend button. Like it couldn't have been more obvious, but we were able to kind of finagle it. So I think what we had to do was actually launch a game, and then you even have to do an intro mission, it won't let you join a friend until you do a prologue mission. And the prologue mission is more than just like a couple minutes. You got to do like, I don't know, it's probably like a 20-minute mission.
Okay.
So we both did that kind of at the same time, and we were almost in the same spot. He's like, oh, I see this, I see that. So once we finished the prologue, then we got frustrated because we were 20 minutes in and we haven't played together yet. And now we spent 10 more minutes trying to join each other, and that wasn't working. So we eventually both started it back into the game, and then clicked the join friend from there, and it finally clicked over.
Okay.
So it worked, but it was fun. So once you do that, then you get to pick your class. There's four options. I was getting a kick out of it, but by the time we finally got through the first mission, it was getting late. It was probably like midnight or so, and then I haven't been back. So that was, I don't know, probably a week ago.
Gotcha.
But it was fun. I want to play some more of it, and if you haven't downloaded it, I would say we would definitely get a kick out of it. You would definitely, it's right up our alley of running around, shooting, finding stuff, finding ammo, using your elements depending on what class you chose. So
okay, kind of Borderlands-y a little tiny bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Definitely some trade. Not as much loot as Borderlands.
Right.
The loot so far, I'm not very far into it. The loot so far seems to be more ammunition.
Gotcha.
But ammunition is plentiful as it is, and I'm playing on easy, so you're kind of like a bullet sponge. But
gotcha.
That's fun too. But the elements is part. Like I chose Pyromancer, so I've already unlocked 2 abilities just in the first mission, and my guy uses fire, and it's pretty cool. And Omega chose I forget what they called it, but he was more like the tank character, and he did like a ground pound type move, and like everybody would fall over. So there's 2 other categories besides that too. So I think we get a kick out of it.
There's room for more. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. What'd you play?
I played Control. I went back to it. I am kind of sucked in now. I got to a few different bosses that I was like, oh God, what do I have to do here? I died right away, and then I'm like, oh,
right.
I've got a different gun option that I can do. I've got upgrades I can do. I can beef my character a little bit. I'm like, why haven't I been spending any of this garbage? So
what am I saving them for?
Yeah, exactly. I had no idea. I didn't even go into the menu at all. What the hell was I doing beforehand? So I started doing that, going back and kind of just killing a bunch of other people, because it seems like they kind of all just respawn in old areas of the building as you're kind of playing around. So it was giving me more opportunities to get more upgrades and add-ons for the guns and my abilities and stuff. So I've been doing that. Still going. I'm still going to keep with it. I did beat Saber one night. It's funny because I do use it to keep up with my activity on my watch tracker.
Yeah.
My activity tracker on my watch.
Physical fitness.
Yes, and I was sweating like a freaking pig one night, man. Oh my God. I was in playing on multiplayer because I like playing that more than I like playing the single player, because you get people from wherever playing. You can't see them; they have their own little avatars and stuff. But it's more competitive. You pressure yourself, I think, a little bit more playing it, and I feel I play better with doing that. So, but I stupidly got into it as the last round. I was already sweating. I got into the last round, so I'm like, let me kick it up to expert, because I'm playing on hard right now. But in the way it's set up, hard is like the middle of the road. It's like normal.
Okay. Yeah.
So I kick it up to expert, and the guy puts it on like one of the hardest songs. It's like 6 minutes long. There's 4 of us that started. 5 of us that started. 3 people dropped out. It was just me and this one other person. He finished with a D rating, and I finished with an E rating, which is like I kind of lost, but it let me finish out the game. Is that higher or is that
lower?
It's lower. It's much. It's like
it's
I wouldn't have scored or gotten anything if I did. It's like I saw the screen flash like, oh yeah, I already would have died, but it lets me finish out the game and still keep playing. So, but it was so ridiculous, and I was like, okay, now my arms hurt. I'm done.
I'm tired now.
Yep, exactly. I did jump into Animal Crossing New Horizons like you did. I missed Bunny Day. I just played like the other night. So it was pretty much just, I think the Cherry Blossoms Festival thing's going on. So all the, petals are floating around. I picked a lot of weeds. I had, I had to kill the cockroaches in my house. I had to talk to all the characters, hope nobody left, which they didn't, which was good. So, it was just kind of keeping up with that. And then, like you said, I played Outer Wilds, but we are going to get into that now as the Comfy Couch review. So you selected the Outer Wilds. I know we were kind of talking about this game, and I said that I was interested, and you said, okay, well, I'll pick that one.
Yeah, yep, and that was the motivation behind it, was the conversation we had. That I think the synopsis, so my takeaway was the synopsis we had made it sound more fun than I actually found the game.
Okay.
It was okay. I thought there was no direction at all, which isn't necessarily always a bad thing, but it just dumped you in there, and then there was nothing. So I just had to start moving around and just start guessing. I was like, all right, I don't know what to do. So it wasn't super difficult to kind of get onto a path, but it wasn't super clear either.
Right.
So I wish there was like at least for the tutorial level, like at least point you in a direction, give you an arrow once in a while. And there was a couple of people you could talk to them, and I'd say, oh, you need to go find this, and be like, all right, that's great, but where is that? So you just sort of wandered around, which exploring is fine. I think that seems to be part of the game, is just to explore. And then I eventually got to like the jetpack thing, and so you had to do the practice jetpack, and at least it gave you some instructions, but I kept crashing.
Right.
And then I was
oh my god, that's difficult.
Yeah, it was because it just said, oh, land them on those treetops over there. I was like, what are you talking about, the treetop? Oh, those? And I kept missing. Then I set it up. Then I said then it just goes zooming off to the friggin' left. I'm like, well, he's dead.
Yeah.
So then I eventually got there, and then I made my way. So I had to explore for a while. Then I had to find the key to the elevator to then get to the zero gravity room. So that part was all okay. And then I got to the zero gravity room, and I wasn't really like, it was getting really clicky on the buttons. I was like, all right, it says lock in. So I locked it in, and then I got close, and I was, zooming myself all around with the jetpack. And I did eventually complete that mission. So then I think I had finally got out, and I think I made it into the spaceship and launched. I forget where I picked to go, and I picked a place, and I was wandering around, and I died really quickly, and I had no idea how I died or why I died. And then all of a sudden I was back at the start of the game. Yep. And I was like, what happened?
Right.
So I was like, and then that was about all that I got to. So it was okay. It wasn't interesting enough for me to be like, oh man, I really got to get back to that island and figure it out. I found it more challenging than enjoyable. Okay. Was my takeaway. What'd you think?
I said nay. I said it was a goodish game. I died 4 or 5 times. I think the worst was my leaving the spacecraft to explore a planet that I couldn't land on, and I left it without my spacesuit on, and I just died from not being able to breathe in space like an idiot. I said I'd gotten all cocky, after my last death, where I ran. I said, screw it. I just ran right to the spaceship because I already knew all the code and stuff of how to fly or how to get there. And I just jumped right in the spaceship and went up, and that's when I was like, crap, I got all cocky. I'm like, I'm going right there. I'm going to get out. I'm going to just go explore it. And I get out, and I didn't have my spacesuit on like an idiot.
Dead.
Yep.
My eyeballs popped out of my skull.
But I think when we were first talking about the game, that's kind of the experience. They said it's you're supposed to try and figure out what's happening by playing over and over and over again and trying to, because I think they said that the sun explodes and kills everything. That's where and you have to, and you're given like this 20 minutes or a half hour or whatever the time frame is, that you're supposed to be able to figure all that stuff out. And that's why you just keep playing it over and over. And every time you just wake back up again at that sleeping bag by the fire or whatever.
Right.
So I said, I want to play more, but I'm kind of lost of what the hell I'm doing. Because like you said, I mean, a lot of it is taking the time to go and talk to everybody. Like I went up and I landed on the first big moon, and I went and found a guy, and there's these things that you can look at, like the different planets, and music plays, and they to go find these sounds and talk to these people and figure all these unknown things out. And you remember it every time. But like you said, it's and now that I figured out talking to those people, I'm exploring the planet that I'm on less and less and less every time I start, just because I'm like, okay, I've got this. I don't want to have to run all the way there again to just explore a little bit further or talk to another person or see what changed. I just kind of run now right to the ship, and I take off and I just explore. I said the one thing that has me kind of curious is those glowing eyes in the statue in the observatory. That kind of made me go back through all of my memories and stuff. That was pretty interesting, and I would want to know more about that, but
not enough where I'm going to go find out, though.
Right, yeah, exactly. I said the game isn't going to be for everyone. I said I'll probably end up playing more with it, but it's, that's why I give it an A. It's probably not for everybody, but I'm not, like, driven to go play it some more. Yeah. Not that it was a bad game. Yeah. Just it's kind of,
Yeah, that was the coolest part when that statue came to life. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was like, oh.
Kind of turns, looks at you.
What does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on right now, but okay.
Yeah, this is weird.
I want to know more.
Stared into my soul.
Yeah. So again, for Pigeon, he didn't have any review on this because he couldn't be bothered to come on and talk about it. So another $30 for him. Jesus. All right. Adding up quick. Damn. COVID tax. But as you listeners know, for the Frog of Destiny, Pigeon was the picker, which is funny. He called me up. He's like, how did I win? I wasn't even on the show. I was like, I don't know. Your name was in the bot and it got picked. All right, fine. I'll pick one. So he picked a game, and it's Knights and Bikes. I guess both of these two games for this are on Game Pass. So it's Knights and Bikes and or Call of the Sea, and those are Xbox games. And then since he said that I have a PlayStation, he said any game on PS with Pigeon. So I have to play a multiplayer game with him on PlayStation.
Jeez.
So,
Have to implement make one choice and stick with it. Rule.
Yeah, can't do that.
Just
with
choose
him for
something.
some reason. Yeah. All right, Microsoft news. Xbox, or Microsoft, I guess, has added touch controls to more than 50 cloud-based games on Game Pass. So get ready, Android owners/users, and yes, I mean you, Calc. You can now play all of these games right on your phone without your controller.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so check them out. Let us know what you think. Since Space Flans and I are both Apple users, we don't get a chance to do this yet. And let us know what you think of your phone acting as your controller, or you playing on your phone without the controller. And then let us know if you, like Calc, aren't willing to give up the screen real estate.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it even based strictly and solely on my Among Us experience.
Okay.
It's fine. It moves around okay, but it's not crisp like with a controller, obviously.
Did you try the Call of Duty app game?
I feel like maybe a little bit I did.
Okay. Because that has the
to...
on-screen controls, and they're pretty fluid, and they work pretty well. Again, it's not the same. I know they're kind of getting better with it, but it isn't the same.
Yeah. Even with I think I did play that, and I seem to remember it. I think I was only on the first. I think I was only on the first level because I remember like getting a ton of kills. I'm like, this is not how I normally play Call of Duty. I usually die a bunch of times. Like I was going like 17-3. I'm like, what? I'm not that good at this, especially with no controller. It makes no sense.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a great option if you don't want to have to carry an extra piece with you, and you just want to have the option of having your phone in your pocket, and that's your gaming pad now, your gaming console. But
I guess, I don't
like
see what the scenario is that you're playing a video game on your phone without a controller for a long period of time.
Right, yeah, because your battery's going to die, and you know how everybody worries about their battery.
Right.
Yeah. All right, moving on. More mini consoles. That's right. They are now producing or getting ready to produce the Xbox Classic Mini. It's more than a rumor from last year. It will be releasing using an emulator that to run approximately 25 classic games, and comes with a controller that could pass as the little brother to the OG Duke, which somebody had the bright idea to name Luke. I don't know about you, but I think those Duke boys might have gotten themselves into some heap of trouble. Luke Duke. There's no price was mentioned, and there's speculation for it to be around $100. And following is a list of games to be included. Might not be all of them, but this is at least a good start. So it's Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Grabbed by Ghoulies, Dead or Alive 3, Conquer Live and Reloaded, Voodoo Vince, Forza Motorsport. There's Project Gotham Racing, Rally Sport Challenge 2, Ninja Gaiden, Fable, Splinter Cell, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Blinks, The Time Sweeper, and The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind.
It's not a bad collection.
That is a pretty damn good collection.
Games. Yeah, that's pretty good. They kind of touch upon everything. You get your shooter, you get your fighter, you get your racing, you get Fable and San Andreas as your like big giant open world thing, and even Elder Scrolls too.
Yep,
that's quite a collection. That'll keep you busy for $100
if you can stand old school graphics.
Yeah. I still have my original Xbox in a box.
Oh, me too. Yep, mine's packed all the way again. Yeah, it wouldn't play. I think I have to take it apart and get all the dust out from the inside of it. I think that's what's really keeping it from doing anything. It turns on, but I gotta clean it.
I still have my 360 and my original.
Oh,
they
my
both
360,
turn on. Everything turns on.
Capacitors or whatever. I opened it up and they're like split and everything else inside. So
garbage now.
Yeah, exactly. Paperweight.
Throw it in trash.
Yeah. So is that something? $100?
Well, if I didn't still have my original, I still have it in a box. So it's like, how lazy am I? Do I spend $100 on the exact thing that I already have?
Right.
Or because I don't want to dust it,
right.
Or do I just dust it, take it apart?
Yeah, exactly.
Because that one was pretty relentless. That one also had the original one. You could rip music from your CDs and then play the music during like Project Gotham Racing.
Oh my God,
Still do that?
I did that a few times.
Yeah,
Not too
that was
many
pretty
of
cool.
them, but I did it a few times. Yeah.
No, I don't want to chew up all the. There wasn't that much space on there.
Not at all. No.
That's back when CDs songs took up a lot of space.
That's right. Yeah. Back when Napster was reigning supreme.
Yeah, exactly. You'd
Mhm.
rip them off Napster, put them on a CD, and then take that CD and rip them into your Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Like
share
a
your-
14-step process.
But it was free music that Metallica
It was
hated.
free. Yeah. They didn't have enough by then.
That's right. All right, Sony news. The Long Dark, Marvel's Avengers, and Borderlands 3 have arrived on PlayStation Now in case you needed something else to play. But play them fast because they are only on there till July 5th.
Oh, yeah. Quick little. It was kind of like on Xbox when they did Red Dead was only there for a little.
Yeah, a
little
few
bit.
months. I thought it was like 4 or 5 months, but yeah.
Yeah, I might have been
Pretty
slow playing it.
Yeah, that's right. Also, as we noted last week, Sony is pulling PS3, PSP, and Vita from the PS Store. And some game devs have come out and said, thanks a lot, due to them still having games in development for the Vita. Lily Mo Games noted to IGN that they had just ordered a new Vita dev kit last month and were given no warning to the store closing. Other devs have come forward stating that they are in a mad dash/time crunch to finish and launch their games for the Vita before the store is closed. It's kind of crazy.
Game over.
That's right. That's yeah.
Oops, wrong system.
Seriously, but that's kind of
Later.
douchey because they said the one
Yeah.
dev even called up Sony like, "Hey, what the hell? You gave us no info, and they're like, they got no response, no nothing."
Right. Like, yeah, no. Who? So, sorry, wrong number. I don't know
Mm.
who you're talking to. Me? No, not me.
Vita what?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
What language is that?
I'm surprised that the one just ordered a dev kit and there wouldn't have been anything included saying, okay, yeah, with this dev kit, please note, store will be closing, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
time.
Even if it was in small print on the back, like you got to tell them somewhere.
Yeah. But nope, just
Oh,
last
by the
month.
way, yeah, no more.
Crazy. All right, Nintendo news. Pac-Man 99 has come to Nintendo Switch Online. Who wants in on this 99v1 Battle Royale game? And
Well, I
how the
would do
hell
that.
crap long do you have to play to beat 99 players in Pac-Man?
Not that long, because
Okay.
probably the Tetris ones goes really fast, and even the Mario run went pretty fast. So I bet you Pac-Man 9. It'll probably take you 10 minutes, but it'll probably be pretty quick because they seem to add things to us, not just plain old Pac-Man. They probably add like more ghosts, or as people. I bet you as you chomp a ghost, it probably sends more stuff to all the other players. Like in Tetris, as you make a line, it sends trash lines to all the other players.
Gotcha.
So I bet you as like either whatever the criteria is, if you eat the cherries or if you eat a ghost, it probably sends more. The more ghosts you eat, probably sends more trash. You know, whatever the trash is going to be in Pac-Man. So maybe another player will have more than just the 4 ghosts. Maybe they have 8 ghosts or 12 ghosts, and it makes it trickier and trickier to get around. So
Makes it go quick.
I don't think it would take hours.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious because I'm like, I know just a regular game of Pac-Man, depending on how.
No,
yeah.
that would take for friggin' ever.
Right. I'm like, and it's just who plays it better or how long the person just has to keep going. I'm like, that could be forever. I'm like, come on.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm sure they're going to add some version of being able to add challenges to all your opponents. So the better you do, if you're fast at getting the big pill, so you make the ghost blink. Maybe as you do that, you send more pills, or maybe refresh all the pills.
Okay.
Let her dance. Oh, that would suck. And do that, like you have like 3 pills left, and all of a sudden like your board fills back up again. You're like, what the hell happened?
Right.
that would be frustrating.
Okay.
Oh, that would sound like fun.
You're
though.
kind of selling it though for being a little bit fun.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's worth a try. I'm sure it's free
Mm,
or included with the online.
right. It should be. All right, multi-platform news. EA has created a patent for a quote adaptive difficulty system end quote that dynamically adjusts a game's difficulty. Difficulty.
Okay.
But this is aimed at keeping players playing longer, not just pissing us off. So supposedly this
No
system.
more rage quitting.
Yeah, exactly. Why is this so difficult? So supposedly
Mother-
the system can, quote, review historical user activity data with respect to one or more video games to generate a game retention prediction model, end quote.
Oh, jeez.
Then uses that data to see how long you typically play those types of games, and then changes the
Do we really
difficulty
need
to
that
make you play longer.
information?
I don't know, man. I'm just like, what they're trying to do is, I guess, use other games that are of that genre, see how long you play, and then change the difficulty to make sure that you're playing for a longer period of time or not having it. I don't know. Is there going to be the
Yeah.
opportunity to choose easy, normal, or
Right. I just want
difficult?
easy.
Right.
Right. Nope. If you're a good player, then it's gonna play to your level all the time. Is what this sounds like, and it's just gonna take. So then how do they determine what's easy for me? Is maybe that's difficult for you,
Right.
or vice versa.
This is
So
also
must-
going to be a lot of problems for if you have multiple users that use your gamer account. Because you're
Yeah,
going to be like, hey,
almost,
try this
yes.
game out. This game's really good. Why is it so difficult? Because I'm good at the game.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. Yes, I don't know. Is it individually based, or it's I was thinking it was probably more they get. I'm sure that data,
Oh,
like
as a whole,
whatever
you
the
think?
measurements. Yeah, as a whole, exactly.
Mm.
All the players. So then they can say, all right, this is what easy looks like. This is what medium looks like. This is what super difficult looks like.
Okay, because I thought they were the
But
way
then
I read it
adapt
is
to
that they were
that.
taking more from each user individually and changing your game
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, it
But
could be
I
that
like
too.
your idea.
It
Because then
could
I
be
don't
that
feel like
too.
the man's watching so much.
Well, see, I was thinking the man's watching even more because now not only is he watching me play, he's watching me and comparing me to everybody else that plays.
Right.
Now I'm just a number in this
Mm.
giant data set of of how good I am at getting shot in the face.
Right. Sounds like we got to watch some more Black Mirror and get more paranoid.
I need more paranoia in my life.
All right, moving on. E3 is coming to town. E3 is coming to town. Digitally.
Oh.
Yeah, starting June 12th through the 15th, E3 will host Xbox, Nintendo, Capcom, Konami, Ubisoft, Take-Two Interactive, Warner Bros. Games, and more, but no Sony. And no EA, Square Enix, Sega, Bandai Namco, Tencent, 505, or Activision Blizzard.
So who is it easier to say who will be there?
Yeah, I guess. So is E3 slowly becoming a thing of the past? What do you think?
Well, maybe they're doing, each of these other companies is realizing they can get all the attention if they have a good quality enough either lineup a game or even probably just a single game. If people are really into it, like Fortnite could probably host their own event,
Right.
and I bet you they'd have the same turnout, if not larger than an old.
Well, I know like
E3.
Activision Blizzard does BlizzCon.
Right. So what do they need to team up with all the other people for? They could just do their own.
They have their own thing, yeah. And that's like,
Mhm.
I'm wondering if like Sony seems like they're going more digital, kind of like I was surprised to see Nintendo on this E3, although with it being digital, that's playing right into what Nintendo has been doing the last 2 to 3 years, where they've kind of just hosted their treehouse kind of place there,
Right.
but they didn't put
Yep.
on like one of the big shows like Xbox always does and PlayStation had been doing.
Right.
They were just doing more of
Mhm.
the digital kind of showcases where they showcased all of their new games with a digital online, anybody could watch a type of thing, and then just had like a presence at the show. But Sony,
It probably cost a lot to put on that show, and then I'm sure they did metrics to see what the return is to make it worth their while.
oh, I know because I think the Xbox and Sony usually rented one of the main big buildings across the street from the main convention hall of E3
Right.
for their days.
That's not cheap.
Right, exactly. Plus all the setup, the stage, the lighting, the TVs, getting all the presenters and
Right.
shit to come up. Yeah,
Paying all those people to set all that stuff up,
right.
getting all those Xbox executives back and forth to the event.
So I know
Yeah,
people are
that's a
going
lot
to
of
get
money.
tired of being inside their houses and on their computers and stuff and want to get back out again. But do you think
Mhm.
things like E3 being a physical convention kind of attended by people is going to come back again after some
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think-
normality? Or
I think so, because I think you're totally right. Is that clearly everybody's sick of being home, so they're dying to get out of the house for any reason at all. So E3 is a great reason. Be like, oh, so I gotta go. I gotta
Right.
get out of here, and I'll wear my mask and I'll do whatever, because they dress up in, the
cosplay
game
and everything else.
probably turns into games cons anyway. So just choose one that has a mask, and there you go. You do everything you need to. So I definitely think that there's still value in having having a convention like this. Maybe it's not the same size. Maybe Xbox doesn't need its own separate building. Maybe they can take like a large room in the big building.
Right.
But yeah, I think there's still people that would want to go to the conventions and stuff. I mean, they're so damn popular. So
Yeah.
I don't see it going anywhere, especially after being cooped up. Be like, you got to be itching to get out of the house.
Sure. And I always feel bad for the people who are like the convention. I want to say like little people that sold like all the the merchandise and homemade T-shirts and all the little collectibles and stuff that haven't been able to do anything. It's like they kind of now are just all online, and that's where you're kind of get into that Amazon monster.
Right, like the guy outside Yankee Stadium selling knockoff Yankee shirts.
Exactly. Yeah, nobody's really going and buying from him anymore. So what's he doing?
Right, right. Where's he selling that overpriced water?
Right, exactly. Oh my God, the $6 bottle of 50-cent water.
I see your Costco receipt stapled to the package. Yeah, well, this one costs $6. So do you want it?
That's
all
right.
Fine.
On this corner.
Right.
All right. Since Remedy Entertainment signed a deal with Epic Games last year to develop their next 2 multi-platform games, they are now not only working on Control DLC, but some of that DLC may be starting to connect a storyline to Alan Wake. And there is reporting that Remedy may be working on Alan Wake 2.
Are they in the same universe, Control and Alan Wake?
They're
the same
saying
planet?
There's a possibility, and there's been enough conversation, I guess, on wanting to combine storylines. And Control, I think, kind of has similar Alan Wake-ish type of gameplay-ish elements, like abilities and stuff. So it's not like a far off. But this is officially not official. Announcement. But their comments are leaving us enough to piece together the possibility.
Pretty much, it's official.
Right.
Could be cool.
Yeah, I know Jim loves the Alan Wake. He wanted to go back. That was the what was the other?
Like a flashlight to work your way through the world, right? In Alan Wake. I think that's the one. For some reason, I remember Alan Wake. I tried to. Here we're going to date ourselves. Is that I remember renting it a couple of times.
Okay.
And the place that I rented it from, their copy just didn't work.
Oh,
so I remember loading it into my Xbox a couple of times, and it would never like get past even like the load screen. So I brought it back, and then I thought I rented a different one, and so I don't know what it was. It must have been the same one because I could never get it to play. But I thought I remember. Or maybe I couldn't get past something about it where like it was just causing an issue on my hardware. But now that I really think about it, I must have played a little bit of it because I thought that there was something like the flashlight would scare off like the monsters or zombies or whatever it was.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember that. I was going to say, I know Jim always said the Quantum Break was kind of... It was supposedly something in that like Alan Wake-ish type of world, and I thought there were some references to that in that game. So I thought it was like that control or being able to control time or materials like you can in Control. So yeah, it is something that I'm interested in. I have to go back and play. Like you said, it's been a long time since that was out, Alan Wake the original, to get myself prepped for if they're going to do an Alan Wake 2. But let's see and hope, I guess.
Okay.
All right, and then supposedly, since that's now a word.
It's a word now.
Yeah, whatever. It was announced that MLB made the decision to bring MLB The Show 21 to Xbox, and Xbox is offering it through the Xbox Game Pass. And this was all noted per PlayStation.
Oh.
Yeah, they were saying that the MLB wanted to expand their brand to more players. So. And
I thought that was an exclusive PlayStation game.
Yeah, and it had been exclusive since 2006. So it releases April 20th, and it's the first time since on other consoles.
15 years later. That's a long time.
Yeah, a really long time.
And that's even scarier to say 2006 was 15 years ago.
I know.
Like, does not feel... It feels like a couple years ago, not 15 of them.
Right.
Holy shit.
I know. Crazy.
I don't like that.
But
skip that segment.
You like baseball games?
I remember. I'm gonna say on Nintendo, the original one. I liked the baseball games.
Okay.
Then I remember getting as the games got a little bit more advanced, I found them very difficult to play.
Okay.
The baseball games.
Right.
Because like pitching was fun because you could just try to do it wherever you want, but batting was like friggin' impossible.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Which is supposed to be. I mean, really hitting a baseball is not easy. But it's a video game. I just want to hit home runs most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it would be nice if like in these they did like a home run derby type of thing. Like they just had that as an option in all of these games.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bring back the old Mark McGuire and all those guys who were roided out, trying to hit the ball as hard as they could.
Right.
But,
I want this one to go to orbit.
Exactly. Yeah. But it's just like, I mean, yeah.
But to be honest, I might try it just because it hasn't. It's been 15 years, and I don't know. It's been a long time since I played a baseball game. I might give it a try.
And it's free because it's on Game Pass.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's right.
Oh shit! All right, on that, let's take one last break, and we're back with Diarrhea of the Mouth.
Billy Joe's Farm Equipment, the place for all your farming needs. If you're looking for seed, cham, feed, weeders, rakes, power hose, or spades, come on down to Billy Joe's. Now in stock, Charlie's Private Chicken Chokers. If your chickens won't stay in the coop, you need one of our chicken chokers. Charlie's Private Chicken Chokers allow for better grip and a smoother, quick release when you've completed putting in good work.
All right, we're back with Diarrhea of the Mouth. And are you finished with your SunKissed?
Nah, I still got like 2 mouthfuls left.
Okay.
How about you?
I got the warm part of the bottom of the Super 8.
Yeah.
All right, Diarrhea of the Mouth. Can you tell me how tough Kelk's skin is?
So tough.
No, you can't? Okay, well, let me wow
Kevlar.
you. Let me wow you to his awesomeness.
All right.
U.S. researchers have found that due to redheads' susceptibility to sunburns and their faulty melanocytes, the things that determine skin color, they have an elevated threshold for pain.
Oh.
How can we test this on Kelk?
He had that thing in his garage. I'm sure we could use that.
That's great.
Big giant floppy dildo.
That's right.
Smack him around with
beat him
that
about the
for a
face
little
with
while.
it.
I think he might like it. I don't think that's gonna work. We'll have to just trash talk his coffee shop.
That's hilarious.
We'll see how tough he is then.
So I read a bunch of this article, and it was kind of crazy that they were saying it had to do with these melanocytes, the things that changes the pigment of your skin.
Okay.
And since there's a deficiency in the melanocytes, that it deadens the skin's nerve endings or something like that. So the burning sensation caused by sunburn, because of them lacking the ability to, defend themselves from sunburn, makes them less susceptible to pain on their skin. I was like, okay, so does that mean that people, dark hair, dark eyes, olive skin, black skin, any of those people are more sensitive on their skin?
Oh, so all those they're more sensitive. I thought it was always the opposite, where I thought like oftentimes redhead and Irish descent go hand in hand, and they typically have very pale white skin where they're out in the sun for like 7 seconds and then they just roast to a crisp.
Right.
I always thought it was quite the opposite.
Right, but they're saying because they roast to a crisp and the body, I guess, knows that somehow, that they've deadened the nerve cells on the skin so that it doesn't hurt as much.
Oh, so it still burns, just doesn't.
They don't feel the pain, I guess.
Badly. Yeah. Right. They just look at it, go like, oh, I'm a lobster.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. We need official Kelk opinion on this.
I know. We have to get like one of those Red Ryder BB guns and start shooting them in the skin to see how it feels.
Ping! Do you feel that?
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10.
here's the look of faces. Which face are you right now?
How frowny is your face?
I love that. I hate those in the doctor's office and the hospitals. I'm like, that makes no sense.
None. Yeah, I walked in. I had dislocated my shoulder, and I walked in, and she showed me the frowny face, and she's like, "Which one is you?" I was like, "Do you have a 15? What's the highest you can go?"
Right.
This is killing me. I want this out. I know it's probably less than if my arm was getting chopped off, but it hurts a lot. So please Can you just get me back there and fix it now?
Right. Well, what if my 2 is somebody's 7? Are they more important than me right now because we have the same injury?
Right. Does 10 get me fixed now?
Right.
Then 10.
Yeah.
What number do I have to say? I'll go to the highest. I can barely breathe. It hurts so much.
Oh my God.
What number is that?
Yeah. Oh shit. All right, so we gotta get together with Kelk and test his skin out. All right.
Yeah, shoot him.
Last thing in our diarrhea of the mouth: a baby born to an Iraqi mother, which I don't know why that was important to include in the news article. Because the whole birth happened in Dubai.
Where they are?
Right.
Still, all right, Middle East somewhere.
But they're not in Iraq; they're in Dubai.
Nope,
so
totally
the baby boy was born with 3. That's right, 3 penises.
Jeez.
And
each one bigger than pigeons?
Probably. And so, doctors note that 1 in every 5 to 6 million boys are born with more than one sex organ.
What?
But this
Says who?
supposedly there's 100 known cases right now in the world or something like that. It said, but it said,
well,
but
that math doesn't check out.
I know. But this boy was the first ever recorded to have 3.
Wow.
So 2 of the 3.
Penis.
So 2 of the 3 were surgically removed, but how will they know if they left the largest one attached?
Ooh, yeah. Or they take away all sensitivity. Damn. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, Jesus. You could have just ruined
1 in
this guy's life.
5 to 6 million boys. That seems a lot. That seems like a lot.
It does seem like a lot.
I think so.
There's what, a billion Indians and a billion Chinese people right now?
There's a billion people in India. Right. So there's 2 billion just in 2 countries alone.
Right.
That's a lot of boys with multiple dingalings.
Right. Well, sex organs. It might not just be
countries.
the dingalings. It could be, I guess, because it could be 3 testicles or more than one sex organ. I guess the organ is the penis. The testicle's not really the organ, is it? It might be.
I need the math to figure out how many boys have 2 dicks.
Well, they said something along the lines of there's at least 100 known cases right now. I think that's what it said.
Right. So 100 is way less than 1 in every 5 to 6 million boys.
Right.
100's that's a fraction of that percent. Because like you're saying, let's say there's a billion people in China and a billion people in India, or 1.5 billion in each, roughly. So let's say China is all females, right? So take that 1.5 billion and disregard them. So now there's every person in India is now all male, and they're all boys.
500 million.
Right. Right. And 1 in 5 of those, right? So 500 million has 2 penises.
Right.
But there's only 100 cases.
Right.
Something's not adding up.
Hey, this is just a news article that Pigeon found that I was just like, okay, this has to get talked about. I'm not running the numbers
here. Right. It's a good one, but I think somebody made it up.
Right.
Or they're really bad at math.
Yeah, probably really bad at math. Maybe it's 1 in every 5 to 6 million boys have the possibility of being born with more than one. Maybe it's not they are actually born. They have a 50-50 chance, maybe? No.
How do they determine possibility then?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I need to know.
Anyway, this baby had 3 penises.
Damn.
That third one had been felt left out after the 2 holes were already filled.
So what did they do? They just lopped the other 2 off?
It's Rosie Palm joins in at that part.
I guess the one that was closest to where it was supposed to be. Where were the other 2?
I have no idea. I think they were all right next to each other.
Like to the left and the right?
Probably.
Were they stacked on top of each other?
It might have been stacked.
Like in between the belly and the...
If Pigeon had any say, he'd say
area?
the kid was stacked.
That's what I want to know. Were they horizontal or were they vertical? Which way did they
go?
From
the story, it said that the mother and father, I guess, brought the child to the doctor because the pubic area looked strange, so they didn't really get into how it was attached or stacked or anything like that. But I'm assuming they were all kind of right next to each other in some way or another.
Right. You're the doctor, right? I'm not the doctor, so I got to show you something.
Right.
I think I need your medical professional opinion here.
Right.
But does that look normal?
I don't even know how old the baby was when the whole thing happened. I don't know if it was newborn-ish or not.
Right. Yeah. Why wouldn't this get caught
I'm assuming it was pretty, at delivery. You would think. I don't know.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They do all the counting. 5, 2 eyes, 5 fingers, 3 dicks, 10 toes.
Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. Back up a second. How many? Wait a second.
Wait, this guy's got to get. He's going to be famous someday.
Right, it's been an emotional day. Start from the top. 2 eyes. Got it. 10 fingers. Good. Right. 3 dicks. And then 10 toes. Hold on. Pause 1 second. One more time. I just want to digest everything.
Wait, you said 3 again, right? I did.
3, right? Like not 1.
Wait, you're not saying number 3
so
for
big
the
it looks
count.
like 3? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Like me? High 5.
High 5. Holy shit. Awesome. Oh man. All right. Well, I feel bad for the baby. Hopefully they left the right
baby.
one. Yeah. But
hopefully it's the one that does the magic.
That's right. Or makes the magic. I wonder how that works. I wonder if there was like 3, urethras.
Yeah, what if it's going to operate the way
the tubes are all.
Which one's the pee one?
Yeah.
You got to get that pee out.
Yeah.
You can't hold it in forever.
Can you imagine if like one tube went right from the testicle to one dick and the other one went right from your bladder to the other dick and
oh man, that'd be a bummer.
Buying all that shit.
That's Sophie's choice you don't want to make.
Oh, we got off the wrong one. Shit, he's peeing inside. No. He's bloated.
When you got to pee, it's important. You you do it all the time.
Yeah.
But when you get older,
the other's pretty important too.
Else.
Do that all the time.
It's pretty important. Do that one. Yeah. You got to choose. I don't know. That's a tough choice right there.
Holy hell. All right. No, that's it for Diarrhea of the Mouth. We don't have any
stories.
Yeah, we don't have any questions from listeners again this week. Sorry. I blame you guys, our listeners. No questions from listeners.
Let's start pushing this back on the real culprits here. You're not picking up your end of the bargain.
That's right. Yeah. So
ask me something.
If you are interested in asking us something, you can reach us at theloadedcouch at gmail.com or www.theloadedcouch. Or you can reach us at the Loaded Couch on Twitter. Any place you want the Loaded Couch. But yeah, the only way we're going to get questions on here is if you guys reach out. So we hope to hear from you. Otherwise, beer thoughts, Space Flames, go.
It's good. I like it. Even though I nursed it, it's good. I'm glad it came in a 4-pack because now I have some more to drink.
And it
How about yours?
One more time for listeners.
SunKissed, the SunKissed Citra from Jersey Girl.
Okay, that a heck.
How about yours?
Super 8. I like the Gosses. This is a Super Goss for some reason. It says it's ale made with red sea salt, prickly pear, mango, boysenberry, blackberry, raspberry, elderberry, and all the other berries you can ever imagine. I'm kidding. Kiwi juices and toasted quinoa. But it's tasty. It's not overly berry-y, but it is sour, which I like. So yeah, it's a yay for me.
Cool.
But yeah. All right. Well, that's the show. Like I said, reach out to us, get us some questions and some feedback, any comments, anything you want us to talk about or discuss, and we'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, we'll catch you next week.
Later.